Here's a guide on where to put your skill points when you level up. I'll be going over early game, mid game, and late game, including 50 plus raids. Starting off as early game, up to level 16, your first set of skill points should all go into damage and cooldown reduction. Your extra skill point can either go into defensive training or sure-footed. Once you hit 16, reset your skill points and go into damage, cooldown reduction, and grab the active skill Sorcerous Rage. To finish out expert difficulty, your last 4 skill points should go into Focused Rage for faster bosses. At level 20, you unlock Arcane difficulty, where the mob's health more than doubles, taking the most common mob health from 520 to 1200. Damage is still a priority, so focus on cooldown reduction until you drop a good Arcane set. Once you have a good enough set to one-cycle mobs easily, ideally like a full tier 5 set, it makes more sense to lose damage for mobility if you could still maintain one-cycling breakpoints. So go ahead and reset your points, taking sure-footed maxed, dash maxed, roll with it maxed, with an active skill being dash, before putting points back into damage and cooldown reduction. So for Arcane difficulty, ideally your skill tree should be looking like this. Calamity difficulty is unlocked at level 30, making the common mob a monumental 4 times more tankier, while also dealing around 3 times more damage. Calamity is not recommended until you have a high rarity tier 5 set or significantly over level to compensate for the lack of gear. That being said, mobility is no longer our top concern, so go back to using Sorcerer's Rage with criticals since the skill will be a significant help with trying to clear out mob health. Take Rune of Thorns as a passive, as this is a nice added bit of damage when you are hit. With extra points leading up to level 50, if surviving is difficult, just go ahead and throw points into defensive training to increase your max health and health regen. If not, go ahead and put those points into sure-footed. At level 49, your skill tree should look like this. At level 50, you unlock a second active skill, which can be used alongside with Sorcerer's Rage. Go ahead and reset your points and grab sure-footed maxed, dash maxed, and roll with it maxed as an active skill as your first active skill. Next, go ahead and max out damage, cooldown reduction, Sorcerer's Rage, and Focused Rage for criticals, with your second active skill being Sorcerer's Rage. The remaining skill points that you have can either be spent on Rune of Thorns or defensive training. At level 54, if you have put skill points into defensive training, reset your tree back to this, and instead put one upgrade into Rune of Thorns to unlock Rune of Flames, then max out Rune of Flames to have a third active skill. On mobs, you should be using Dash and Sorcerer's Rage to clear out mobs quickly. On bosses like Tree Boss and the last 2 bosses, swap out your Dash for Rune of Flames. Thanks for watching the video. If you disagree with anything, just go ahead and ping me in the AC Discord server and let me know what you think should be changed.